I'd like to call our meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals. Believe all of our members are here today. Glad to see you all here. We stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
It's not. It's like, there's no spot.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all. Can I have a motion to approve the current agenda?
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any changes in the meeting minutes?
I moved to approve the minutes, but I'd like to make a note that I asked for an excused absence since I was out of town for work. Last time it just says absent. So, but I sent a note to Brian ahead of time.
Okay.
With that, I approve the minutes.
Support.
Aaron, okay. Lou
That's a good one.
will be the second.
Okay.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, I'd like to now acknowledge visitors and those wishing to speak on any non-agenda items. And your comments are limited to 5 minutes per speaker. This should be something separate from the case that we're about to hear from Madison. Is there anybody in present or online? Okay, none shown. Article 6, case number 23-3792, Walmart. Madison.
Okay, we have our applicant on Zoom this evening. Oops. And this is for 5859 28th Street, where Walmart is located on the north side of 28th Street, just east of Kraft in our B2 business district. The applicant is requesting approval for temporary storage on the property during renovation starting in January at Walmart. It's a full remodel of the interior, and they have indicated they need storage of, where's the number of storage containers? They have storage containers, dumpsters, and an office for the construction yard. It will be surrounded by an 8-foot fence or 6-foot fence. They would be covering roughly 72 parking spaces on that north side at the back of Walmart. They did receive approval for temporary storage last year where they were storing in the front, and then they did appease our request to move that to the back after last year, not wanting it on the 28th Street frontage. So they did move it to the rear side of the property. They are considered for approval for temporary storage until April 13 of 2024. And that is the duration that they're requesting the storage for. So that's what I would recommend approval for, that time of January 2nd to April 13th, that they would be gone by the 13th. My recommendation would be for approval so they can continue their project. But if you guys have any questions, I can answer them.
Any questions for Madison? Nope. I just a comment. I'm happy to see that they listened about our complaints of the previous location out front by closer to 28th Street and moved it back to the back of the site. I think it's a much better location.
Mm-hmm.
We'll move
Okay.
on to public hearing.
Support. Moved and supported. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We have anybody online who would like to, or in present, who would like to speak?
Just if you need to address the applicant, he is on Zoom and can speak.
Any questions for the applicant?
Move to close public hearing?
Second.
Moved and seconded by Valerie. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any general comments by members of the zoning board?
Looks pretty clean cut.
Yeah.
Looks like it's nice and organized and essentially out of the public eye. So I would make a recommendation that we approve case number 23-3792 with the conditions set forth by staff. Second.
Moved and seconded by member Vera. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? None opposed. Okay. Moving on. Any other business?
Yes. Two cases that we've in the recent past had in front of us. One was the cargo container on Burton Street, which was a follow-up to a previous one that was a 6-month granting that extended well over a year. We've given another variance to them with the condition of the $5,000 bond being placed on the project. It's my understanding that has not happened at this point. So it continues to be a cargo container in violation of the zoning ordinance by not meeting the conditions, as well as the old schoolhouse out on 36th. We gave the variance to keep the sign so long as they moved it out of the road right away as a condition. That one still has not been moved either. So I would like to make a recommendation that we start the revocation process of both those variances given.
As I recall, on the storage container on Burton, in fact, I drove by there today. It's still sitting out there, ugly as can be. I think we gave them a date sometime in February to get it out of there. And he needed it, he said, for his ongoing renovation work at that house.
And I don't dispute that. I'm saying that he has not met the conditions of our granting of that variance.
You mean the bond?
Place the bond on the project. The reason I'm concerned is that the first bond was placed for a 6-month window. He took it well past the 6-month window.
About a year passed.
A year past at least. No penalty was imposed, and here we are again granting the same variance, increasing the bond, yet the bond has not been put on record with the township. So I'm concerned that this is going to easily be an ongoing condition that we're going to hit February and have nothing in front of us to guarantee that we remove the cargo container. And I'd personally like to see either he puts the bond in place immediately or we revoke the variance.
Madison, would you like to address that?
No, I think that's fine. We'll reach out to them essentially with that wording that, we need to receive the bond and whatever, by the end of the week or something like that, or right, you're not meeting the condition of the variance, so.
Aaron, I think we'd be good to put a date on that.
Yeah,
receiving the bond.
Either the bond's in place, either the bond is in place for the first one by the next scheduled meeting, which is 1 month.
Mhm.
And regarding the signage out on 36th, that it be located outside the road right away, which was a condition of the variance, or we initiate revocation in both cases or individually.
Could we
Yeah.
just maybe alter that, Aaron, and say the bond by November 1, because if it's the next scheduled meeting and we don't have a November meeting, it takes it to December.
Yep.
And maybe we should just put a date on it,
I'd love to have that.
November 1.
Sounds like a plan. Got notes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. I think we need to put some pressure on this guy. Otherwise, he's gonna take us for granted.
But it's both cases that the other one, same thing.
Did you set a date for the sign? Was that also November 1st?
I would say that needs to be removed by November 1st.
Removed?
Moved by November
Yeah.
1st, or the condition is we revoke the variance because it's not meeting the condition.
It's too close to the road.
It's still in the right of way.
Yeah.
And that was a condition of our approval, is that it has to be moved outside of.
Right away.
Yep.
Okay, any other business? I just want to mention that that property at 6480 Cascade Road appears to be vacant from what I can see. I haven't seen any cars or people walking around there. I think they've pretty well renovated it. I saw a dumpster out there for a while and they were doing some work on the interiors, so I'm happy to see it. It looks so much better than before with
So
all the
much better.
trailers and cars and trucks
Yeah,
parked out front. So
Yeah, they-
thank you for your help on that, Madison.
of course.
Okay, any other business? Okay, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
So moved by Tom, seconded by Lou. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We stand adjourned.